So here's the thing. I thought it would be a fun idea to walk across the entire solar system, as one does. And luckily for me, Anchorage, Alaska has something called the Light Speed Planet Walk, a scale model of our solar system laid out across the city where each step simulates how long it would take light to travel between planets. Sounds awesome, right? Yeah, then I decided to do it in January because nothing says outer space adventure like frostbite and limited daylight. Actually, that's exactly what outer space is like. Well, I'm back. It's June, and I'm gonna do it again. And this time, I'm gonna finish it. The Lightspeed Planet Walk is a 3D scale model of our solar system built in 2003 by the Anchorage Rotary Club to celebrate their centennial. The idea is simple but genius. Each planet is placed at a proportional distance you'd find it from the sun, and if light traveled 1 foot per second, that means that 1 foot equals 1 light second. So walking to Earth, which is 8.3 light minutes from the sun, is an 8.3 minute stroll. Pluto is over 5 hours away on foot. Basically, you can walk the solar system at the speed of light, but only if light had really bad knees and needed frequent snack breaks. The sculptures of the planets themselves are crafted from cast bronze and are surprisingly cool and occasionally terrifying. They're lined up along the Tony Knowles Coastal Trail and around downtown, making it part science exhibit, part city tour, part frostbite simulator in winter. Behold, the flaming ball of hydrogen that started it all and has regretted it ever since. The sun, 99.86% the mass of the entire solar system, and yet still so insecure that it has to chuck a solar flare at us every once in a while just to show us it's in charge. Keep in mind, everything you see on the Planet Walk is to scale with the sun, so it'll really show you how massive this thing is. All right, say goodbye, sun. We're off to Mercury. So while I'm walking to Mercury, here's some fun facts about the sun. Did you know the sun is so big, over 1 million Earths could fit inside of it? Now, we think of it as yellow, but technically, it's actually white. Sorry, crayon boxes everywhere. The sun also loses 4 million tons of mass every second due to nuclear fusion, which is the space equivalent of stress eating your feelings. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Mercury. Remember what I said about the entire solar system being to scale? You remember how big the sun was? That's Mercury, right there. Itty-bitty thing. Tiny Mercury is only a 3-minute walk away from the sun. It's basically a baked crouton orbiting too close to a celestial stovetop. It's smaller than Ganymede and Titan. Those are 2 moons, in case you didn't know, and that's gotta sting. A lot like a Wendy's, Mercury has no atmosphere, so temperatures can go from 800 degrees Fahrenheit during the day to negative 300 at night. That's like Arizona, but with rage issues. It orbits the sun every 88 Earth days, but spins so slowly a single Mercury day is 1,408 Earth hours. Oh, and it's shrinking. Literally. Mercury is slowly getting smaller because its core is cooling down. Midlife Crisis Planetary Edition. As if it doesn't have enough to be insecure about. Let's go to Venus. And hello, Venus. Venus is often called Earth's evil twin, with a runaway greenhouse effect that makes it the hottest planet in the solar system, even hotter than Mercury. Why? Because Venus knows drama. Venus's atmosphere is 96% carbon dioxide with clouds of sulfuric acid, so basically the inside of a vape pen from hell. Mercury spins backwards, which means the sun rises in the west and sets in the east like some kind of weird hipster planet. A day on Venus is longer than a year, so it's like a day in North Dakota. It takes 243 Earth days to spin once, but only 225 days to orbit the sun. And no moons either, because even moons didn't want to hang out. It's time to go now to the planet that we all know as the one in which we keep all of our stuff. As Will Smith calls it, the Earth. And here, on the wall of this unassuming parking garage, we find Mother Earth. Ah, home sweet home. The only planet that we know supports life, and still somehow we managed to invent HOA fees and TikTok. The Earth's surface is 70% water, but still always thirsty for drama. It is the densest planet, thick with atmosphere. Did you know the Earth's rotation is actually slowing down? So the days are getting longer by about 1.8 milliseconds per century, which sounds tiny, but it's still longer than any of my successful relationships. Incidentally, in case you've been wondering, I've been walking for 8 minutes. And Earth is 8 light minutes from the sun. Mars. Coming up on a hill. Last time I was here, I almost killed myself on this hill because nobody told me there'd be ice in Alaska in January. I definitely have a lot more traction this time. No death for you today, Death Hill. Your mother was a hamster and your father smelt of elderberries. I know I made that joke last time, but it's a good joke. I love Monty Python. And here is the red planet. Mars is the dusty diva of the solar system, red, moody, and strangely photogenic. Mars has the largest volcano in the solar system, Olympus Mons, which is 3 times taller than Everest. It is so big that if you were standing on the base of it, you couldn't see the summit because the summit would be over the horizon. Mars also has dust devils, frozen CO2, and 2 of the most depressing moons ever, Phobos and Deimos, which literally mean fear and panic. And there's evidence that Mars used to have liquid water, so a lot like a Six Flags that closed down its Hurricane Harbor, it was probably a lot more fun in the past. And now we leave Mars behind and go to Jupiter to get more stupider. On the way to Jupiter, you pass mudflats, because there are some extreme tides here in Anchorage. I wouldn't want to walk out there because I think I'd lose a shoe. So last time I did this, I was running short on daylight because it was the winter and they don't have daylight in winter, so I had to cheat and use my car, but this time, I'm walking the planet walk, all 5 hours of it. I'm not even to Jupiter yet, and I'm ready to give up. But I'm not going to, because I owe you guys good content. So one of the things about Anchorage that I find very appealing is that it's got that big cityness to it, but at the same time, it's got just a touch of wilderness. I can get Taco Bell and then drive 30 minutes and I'm in the woods. I like that. The last time I was here, this was a skating rink. The concept of water actually freezing is alien to a Texan. I see it. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Jupiter. Took me about 45 minutes to walk here, which is not as terrible as I thought it would be. Jupiter is the thick boy of the solar system. Over 1,300 Earths could fit inside, and it spins so fast it causes itself to bulge at the equator. So it means it's got a dad bod. The Great Red Spot is a storm that's been raging for over 300 years. Jupiter has 95 moons, including Europa, which might have a vast underground ocean. And Jupiter emits more heat than it gets from the sun. It's got internal heating like an angry space furnace. Jupiter also has a magnetic field 20,000 times stronger than Earth's. It's basically the solar system's electromagnetic overlord. Oh, and also, we probably owe our existence to Jupiter sucking up all the asteroids in the solar system, so thanks, Jupiter. This way. Next planet, this way. So I've been walking for, I don't know, like an hour and a half now, but I got distracted because I found a trail that gives me beach access. You know, in case a mud bath is at all tempting to you. That just looks like something that would trap you. I wonder if that is actually mud or if that's rock. Honestly, it's kind of like clay. It's got some give to it, but it's firmer than what you think it is. I ain't about to walk out there, it's just a curiosity that is now satiated, so now I can continue my journey to Saturn. Last time I was here, somebody had stolen Saturn, so we'll see if it's still stoled. So as you can see, Galactus, or at least some brainless moron, has taken Saturn. It's not here. But, you know what? Let's fix that. Modern special effects. Saturn is the fashion icon of the solar system. The rings are over 175,000 miles wide, but only about 30 feet thick. That's like wearing a dinner plate as a bracelet. Saturn has over 140 confirmed moons. Its moon Titan has lakes made of liquid methane, so it's basically the Florida of moons. Saturn is also the lightest planet. If you dropped it in water, assuming you'd find a planetary-sized bathtub, it would float, which is more than I can say about me after Thanksgiving. I really hope that they would replace that by now, but you know what? Let's go to the next one. In addition to learning about this amazing solar system that we happen to live in, walking this trail, you go through some absolutely beautiful wooded areas. I mean, sure, an Ewok throws a log at you every once in a while, but that's a small price to pay. We're in Earthquake Park. Walked all the way to Earthquake Park. I said last time I was here in the dead of winter that I was going to come back and see this place when it was green, so here I am. So I have done a far more extensive video on this subject when I was here last January, but basically Earthquake Park was built where the Turnagain Heights neighborhood used to be, and that neighborhood was destroyed in the Great Alaskan Earthquake of the 1960s. And the neighborhood was here. It was called the Good Friday Earthquake, March 27th, 1964. And to commemorate the lives lost and the lives destroyed, Anchorage built this very beautiful park. I'm very happy I get to see it while it's green. The mosquitoes have reappeared. I was going to say how awesome it is to be able to take a walk without mosquitoes swarming you, and it's like they knew. They knew that's what I was about to talk about. Haven't really seen mosquitoes until just now. I don't know why. Maybe it's the city setting. I don't know. But I'm not in the city anymore. I'm in the outer solar system. Enough of this sojourn. Let us continue our journey to Uranus. Giggity. I've been made a 4-course meal by mosquitoes. Some mosquitoes are eating good off of me right now. And I'm starting to hurt. Well, I started to hurt several miles ago, but I'm really starting to hurt. I thought that was it. That's not it. That's a bench. Whenever you're walking through the trees, I guess your body exertion makes you hot, but then you come out of the trees and the cold hits you. So, yeah, that ain't good. I think I'm by the airport. I'm turning around because I think I missed it. How did I miss Uranus? It's so big, so gassy. Oh my God, I did. I walked right by it. This is what I get for paying too much attention to airplanes. Put something shiny in the sky, I'm gonna look. And here we are at Uranus. You can laugh. I think I've been walking for 3 hours. It says 2 hours, 42 minutes, but I think I've been going closer to 3 because the speed of light is tired. So I have made it all the way to Uranus. I don't know about yours, but last time I was here, I was freezing mine off. Uranus is tipped on its side 98 degrees, probably due to a collision. Essentially, this thing goes through space like a rotisserie chicken. Uranus has 13 faint rings because you don't wipe hard enough. It also has 27 moons, all named after Shakespeare characters. Now that's some highbrow astronomical nonsense. Uranus is also colder than Neptune, even though it's closer to the sun. Why? No one knows. Maybe Uranus is just emotionally distant. Now, come with me while I go off the trail and into this path I probably shouldn't be on because it was probably made by bears. I have something I want to show you. So do you remember where we started our little adventure at? In downtown Anchorage with the sun. Well, just to give you some idea of the immense vastness of the universe, downtown Anchorage is way over there. Space is big. It's very big. That's why we call it space, because there's a lot of it. Let's go leap over the bears, and let's go to Neptune. I'm excited because now we're going to a part of this light walk I've never been to before, because last time I ran out of daylight, and it was cold, and I was tired, and I was hungry. Now I'm all those things again, but I'm also determined. Kiss Uranus goodbye, everybody. I'm feeling good. I'm tired and I swear I'm rubbing a hole into one of my feet, but I'm feeling good. I'm ready to go to Neptune. Oh, there it is. There's Neptune. If it sounds like I'm a little crazed, it's only because I am. Oh, so this is Neptune. I made it. It's the 8th planet from the sun and the last of the gas giants. And by this point, I can't feel the balls of my feet anymore, and my backup battery for my phone has died. And pretty sure I saw a bear over there whispering, "Go back." But here it is, Neptune. Beautiful, blue, cold enough to freeze your dreams. It's kind of like North Dakota. Neptune has supersonic winds that can hit 1,200 miles an hour, and that makes them the fastest in the solar system. Neptune's largest moon, Triton, orbits backwards, which means it's probably a captured object or it's just some kind of annoying contrarian. Deep in its atmosphere, it rains diamonds on Neptune, so that basically means that this planet is a girl's best friend. I ain't gonna lie, it'll be my best friend too if I can get some diamonds out of it. I've been walking now for almost 4.5 hours. Pluto is that way. Let's go. Quite honestly, making it to Neptune has made me realize that wimping out the last time I tried to do this during the winter was the right call. There's no way in the fires of Hades that I would have made it to that little blue ball. At all. I'd just be shivering in the dark, calling 911 with a frozen finger. "Someone come get me. I visited Uranus and now I'm dying." And then they'd hang up on me, as they should. Oh my gosh, there it is. Oh. It is Pluto. Itty bitty Pluto. Yes, it was demoted, but I don't care, it don't care, nobody cares. Pluto's still out there, spinning in its weird little tilted orbit like the moody little indie planet that it is. Pluto has 5 moons, including Charon, which is so big it's almost a binary planet situation. A day on Pluto is 153 hours long, which is also how long this walk felt. Sometimes Pluto is closer to the sun than Neptune is. It crosses orbits like they're playing hopscotch. I feel like this situation would have been better for Uranus. I did it! I walked the entire solar system at the speed of light, very slowly, and with a lot of complaining. 6 hours, 1 solar system, 1 guy with a questionable sense of adventure and circulation. The Light Speed Planet Walk, honestly, it's incredible, educational, awe-inspiring, and a reminder that we are all nothing but little space nerds standing on a rock hurtling through the void. Would I recommend it? Absolutely. Would I do it again? No, I don't think so. But hey, I made it to Pluto, the planet that said if you can't fire me, I quit. And I respect that. Stay warm, stay weird, and remember, if you're feeling small, just know that there's a sculpture of Uranus somewhere in Alaska.